I just got a public revenge on my cheating ex-girlfriend, although it felt good at the moment. Now, here I am feeling broken, confused and angry. For some context, I, 29 male, had been in a relationship with my ex, 28 female, for the past 7 years. It was a perfect and stable relationship, or so I thought. As I said, this was going to be our 7th year anniversary, and I was planning on proposing marriage. There was a lot of excitement and joy, but boy was no one ready for what was to come. I work as a sales manager in a reputed firm, and my ex works at an event management company. I was called into a meeting on an hour's notice as there were some important changes being implemented. The meeting was expected to take up most of our day, as there was a lot to discuss and finalize, but was cut short as the CEO had a personal emergency, and the meeting is rescheduled. I went shopping and bought a beautiful ring to propose with on the anniversary, which was 2 days away, and headed home. We all leave, and as I'm entering my driveway, I noticed a car parked near my garage. I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, but bear with me. I enter the house and there's loud music playing in our room. I call out to my girlfriend, but she can't hear me. I walked towards my room and was greeted by the sight of my own brother mid-thrust, doing my girlfriend. Worst part was they didn't even notice me. I took pictures for proof. I am a high-functioning sociopath, so I tend to remain or look calm, and rationalize everything in any situation. I immediately turned around and walked out of the house and headed straight to the bar, met with my friends, but told them nothing. I was seething with rage, as 2 of the people whom I had trusted and loved had the capacity to betray me in such a manner. I wanted to break them then and there, but I was out for blood and wanted to cause maximum damage just to show them how low they went. For the next 2 days, I acted as if I was neck deep with work, and avoided everyone, and made a presentation as an anniversary gift. Come the 7th year anniversary, we had a socially distanced party at my parents' house, which our close family, our parents, siblings and a few close friends, attended. After all the wishing and hugging was done, I stood up and said I had a presentation to show my appreciation. The presentation, it basically outlined our entire relationship, pictures of us since we started dating, and pictures marking important days of our relationship, until it reached the 7-year mark, where the pictures of my ex and my brother flashed across the screen. That's when I stand up, yell congratulations are in order, to the 2 pieces of trash who found each other, flipped them the bird and walked out, and went home. Although it felt good at the moment, the weight of the betrayal finally landed on me, and I broke down for the first time in years. I've refused to speak with anyone, and have locked myself in my house as I'm not a safe person to be around right now. All that happened yesterday, and here I am broken, confused and angry. What do I do now? What do you do now, you ask? It's quite simple actually. Break up with your trash girlfriend and go no contact forever. Your brother can help her move out since they're now together. Disown your brother, he's gone to you now. Expose her affair to everyone else you know before she tries to spin the story in her favor. Be prepared for her to blow up your phone with apologies and the usual "it didn't mean anything" bullcrap. Ignore her completely. After the dust settles, start exercising and engaging in some healthy activities. Start traveling and doing things you've never got to do. Stay away from meds and hooch. That stuff will only bring you down further. Seek individual therapy for yourself because you're in a world of hurt right now. Do not aspire to be in another relationship for a while. You need time to heal and rebuild your self-confidence first. Above all else, take care of yourself. Edit, to everyone who gave me the stars and gold, thank you. This is phenomenal advice. The only thing I might add is to see if anyone knew about them. Anyone who did, you know not to fully trust them again. Thank you for reaching out, and your wonderful advice. Much appreciated, and it means a lot. Last thing on the list, you need to breathe, 1 breath at a time, inhale and exhale. Just keep doing that over and over. Feel for you, man. This OP. Especially the no contact with either of them. I'm sorry, man. There are betrayals, but this is way over the line. All my best wishes to you. Thank you. You are most welcome. Smile. Well played, and if there is a silver lining, it happened before the wedding. Not going to lie, this is going to be crap for a little while. As a fellow high-functioning socio, I highly recommend 48 hours of alone time. Then it's time to call her friends that have shown any interest in you. Sorry, a little joke, sort of. Time to hit the gym and work hard. Throw everything into career and wait to see what comes out of the woodwork. I guarantee that a few lovely ladies, options you didn't even know were out there will show up. You own a house, have a career and can afford a ring. You will be shocked at your new value in this new world. 7 years will have made a gigantic difference in the quality you can attract. Sorry that you are the newest member of a terrible club. Indeed, and I liked it better when a series of unfortunate events was just a title of a book, and not the story of my life. Well, that's 2 presents permanently off the Christmas list. Let me guess, the brother is the one who still leaves at home. Wastes of space, going to be hard to be mom's favorite going forward. I promise when you're rocks deep in a far better quality of women, you will thank that waste of space for showing who you almost married. For the crap he's done, I am actually almost grateful, as he did indeed save me a lot of trouble. Just make sure dad and especially mom understands that he is gone to you. That's the biggest concern I have for you. Mom will want to fix it. Tell dad he needs to have your back on this one. Yeah, I was planning to bring this up when I spoke to them. Real sorry you're here, but 31-year-old you will thank the gods for the last 2 years. Perfect age to be a free agent. Just a really terrible way to opt out of your contract. Stay strong and secretly tell dad that you don't want to have to cut him and mom out. Also, remind him you didn't bring this crap to the table. Can someone describe high-functioning sociopath?
Introducing Newscaster Vocalizer is a new first-of-its-kind, groundbreaking app, which allows you to generate full-featured voiceovers from any text using direct access to Amazon-powered Newscaster Vocalizer without spending thousands of dollars. Just select a language and voice, paste your text, click a button, and it's done.
Did you get your money back on the ring? Get it done ASAP. If not, sorry to hear she's a skank. I'm going to return it today. Might want to hold on to it in case your ex comes to try to make up. You can show her the ring and really twist the knife by saying if you never had caught them you would have proposed and you two would be engaged. That would tear her up. I'll end up holding on to the ring either ways. Went by the shop earlier, they apparently don't do returns. I am so sorry OP, those are awful things to find out, and now those visuals are probably eating at you. Unfortunately the first couple of weeks/months are going to be hard, but being away from her/everyone will probably help a ton. From my experience, BS, focus on eating regularly. I know it's easier said than done, sleeping as much as you can, even its naps, and share with one person who would be safe. Who wouldn't start telling you what to do and just be there for you in an empty space. I laughed and ouch at your post, as it has definitely been a roller coaster. Hang in there, as your body is definitely going through trauma right now, but it will get better, I assure you, once the initial wave will pass. Thank you. Wow, your story hit close to home for me. I am sorry you are going through this because it hurts like hell, and it brought back all the memories and feelings I experienced when something similar happened to me decades ago. I was fortunate that I had not bought the ring yet, but my ex-GF of 3 years and I had been talking about it. I only had sisters, but my closest friend at the time, who I had known for 15 years and had been roommates all through college and after, was the one I caught with my ex. My friend and I met when we were both 11-year-old and became very tight. On the same sports teams, spent holidays with each other's families, many sleepovers, double dated more than I can count. We were as tight as brothers. After college we both moved to the same city to start our careers together. He was very extroverted and talked with people very easily, while I was very introverted and only enjoyed being around people I was close to. I met my ex through a work colleague and we hit it off immediately. She was also introverted and we shared so many common interests. As we became closer, I naturally wanted to introduce her to my best friend. He acted as he always did and gave her a hug when he saw her and joked around, but that was the way he was with everyone, so I did not see anything wrong. Leap forward 3 years and my ex and I had been discussing getting engaged. She was already planning the wedding and choosing her colors. The worst day happened when I left work early for a dental appointment, which my friend knew about it because it was on our shared calendar. I finished early, so naturally I went home early. I come in through the back door and I immediately recognized the sounds of my ex enjoying herself, and it was coming from my friend's room. I look in the door and there she is, riding him with more passion than I think she ever did with me. I push open the door and scream some expletives at them. She rolls off of him and onto the floor, and he starts pleading with me. I just turn around and leave, get into my car and start driving. This was before cell phones, so there is no way they could get in touch with me, but I find out later he tried to follow me out and look for me. She apparently waited at the house hoping I would come back. I left town and found a motel and stayed there for a few days venting my anger. I finally made my way back into town and went by the house, saw that he was not there, and I emptied the house of everything that was mine. Drove to my parents' house and unpacked everything. First thing out of my parents' mouth was they were happy to see me because they thought something bad had happened because my ex-friend had called them looking for me and said that it was important that he find me. I told them the story and it broke them because my ex-friend was basically part of our family and they also loved my ex-GF. My mom then called my ex-friend's mom to tell them I was back and then my mom told her what had happened. I find out later that when she spoke to my ex-friend to tell him I was back, she laid into him and beat him on the head. Within a week, I quit my job, and moved to a new city and cut off all contact with both of them. I was later told by a mutual friend that my ex-GF had a nervous breakdown and had to move back home and live with her parents. Once I settled in my new place, his mom wrote me a letter, this was before email, basically apologizing for him and telling me how sorry he was for what happened, but I did not care. He was gone to me. He would still come around to my parents' house during holidays, but I avoided him. My parents were polite but never invited him inside. Loyalty and friendship are a huge factor with me because of my introverted personality. I started a new life with new friends and eventually met another woman who I am now married to and have children with. It took a lot of time and I was so much wiser in my relationships. Many years later, with the advent of social media, he did send me a friend request but I ignored it. I have no idea what happened to her. Any advice I could give you is move on and do whatever you can to get them out of your mind. If you feel anger, find a healthy way to release it through exercise, or like I did, I beat a baseball bat against large trees for extended periods. Completely ghost your GF, she is not worth it. Definitely work through your dad because I agree with another poster, your mom will try to bring peace to the family. If it was me, my brother would be gone to me, and if I ever saw his face I would turn it multiple shades of blue. If you are able, move to another city so there is no chance you will run into any of them. If other friends knew about it and did not tell you, then they should be ghosted also. I also agree that if she has a friend who had always shown interest in you, go ahead and have fun with her as long as she knows that nothing serious will ever come from it. I really hope you post updates on your situation. Thank you for the advice, I'm sorry you had to go through that, and made it through. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. Worldwide comments of the day. He should have filed a police report when he found the baby abandoned to create a paper trail. I'm glad everything worked out with Elle. Why does she wanted to come back now after almost 10 years? Did things not work out with the other guy? I would tell the son the truth and allow him to make the decisions for himself. Doesn't seem like she just going to go away, and she will probably tell him things from her perspective. Saying she passed away sounded like a bad idea, but no way are they getting back together. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.